Welcome to Sales Tax for Events. This presentation primarily focuses on the upcoming Fort Collins Comic-Con event. This is Kay Allison. I am a partner at True North Business Solutions. We offer bookkeeping and strategic accounting advisory services featuring live plan analysis to help businesses connect the why of what they do with profitability. We consult and advise businesses on the variable options to achieve their goals by creating scenarios while factoring in live or actual accounting data. This is the ultimate what-if analysis presented in an easy-to-understand format with lots of graphics to help decode complicated financial statements. The SBDC is the educational arm of the Small Business Administration. Larimer's SBDC is hosted by the Front Range Community College. Colorado's SBD system is 15 networks strong across 64 counties. The SBDC's mission is to provide business education and assistance through free and confidential consulting, quality education, and connection to local, regional, and state resources. Sales tax is a transaction that is levied on retail sales of goods and some services and is applicable to all final consumption users, meaning vendors that resell do not pay sales tax on goods that they will resell to the end user or the consumer. There are over 11,000 tax jurisdictions in the United States. It can be a complicated process. Lucky for us, we're going to focus on 2 agencies and 3 jurisdictions. We're going to talk about the Colorado Department of Revenue and the City of Fort Collins. Both of these are tax agencies. The County of Larimer is managed by the state for filing and collection of tax payments. We will discuss the application process as well as the filing of the sales tax return. By the end of this presentation, you should have a better understanding of what to do next. For the Fort Collins Comic-Con event, sales tax will need to be collected and remitted for Colorado, Larimer County, and Fort Collins. This event is considered a special event and will require a special event sales tax license from Colorado Department of Revenue and a temporary sales tax license from Fort Collins. You must have a sales tax license in order to collect sales tax. As a home rule city under the Colorado Constitution, the City of Fort Collins has authority to collect its own taxes. As a side note, there are 72 home rule cities in Colorado. What this means is that you will need to go directly to the City of Fort Collins regarding their sales tax filings. The other tax agency is Colorado Department of Revenue, where you will file and make a payment for Colorado and Larimer County. In all, you will need to collect 7.55% on all applicable sales. This includes 3.85% for Fort Collins, 0.55% for Larimer County, and 2.9% for Colorado. The Colorado sales tax license, which in other parts of the country may be called a reseller's license, a vendor's license, or a resale certificate, is for state and state-administered sales and use taxes. Let's start with Colorado. To access online, visit tax.colorado.gov/special-event-license. At this site, you will find license requirements, how to apply, and a fee schedule. Once you complete the application for the Colorado Department of Revenue, a copy of the license will serve as your temporary license until you receive your official license. The application will generate the Colorado account number, referred to as CAN, C-I-N, which will be an 8-digit number with a 4-digit location number. For example, 12345678-0001. You will need this number to file the return. The special event sales tax application is called a DR0589. We will talk about the form to file later, and that one is the DR0089. Just like the IRS Form 1040, the state of Colorado uses a similar system for identifying each form. If you have applied for your license but do not have your account number by the time you need to file the return, call 303-238-7378 for assistance. The DR 0589 can be completed by mail or by visiting in person a taxpayer service center. The instructions that come with this form will outline how to do this. Regardless of which method you choose, you will need to have a valid proof of identification. See the form instructions for the types of IDs that are accepted, and remember to allow 4 to 6 weeks for processing if you complete the mail-in option. The City of Fort Collins requires a temporary sales tax license for participants in special events like the Comic-Con or New West Fest. A separate temporary sales tax license is needed for each event. However, if you happen to have a permanent City of Fort Collins sales tax license, you can report your sales from the special event on your regular sales tax return. There is no fee for the City of Fort Collins license. Visit www.fcgov.com/sales tax and click on Sales Tax FAQs to get to the right area and to learn more and to access the temporary sales tax license form. Once on this landing page, click on the link, How is sales tax collected and remitted for a special event in Fort Collins? Then, click on the link to find the temporary sales tax license or access via the /special-events. Before the event, download the form and fill out the top portion. You will keep this form with you to display in your booth at the event. After the event, you will need to complete the bottom portion of the form and file the return. You will need to do this even if you had $0 in sales. Hopefully this is not the case. Once you completely fill out and sign the form, you will need to mail this to the address on the form along with the payment. This will be due on the 20th of the month after the start date of the event. For the Comic-Con event scheduled August 27th through the 28th, the form will be due with payment on September 20th, 2022. This is actually also the due date for the Colorado Department of Revenue return as well. Both are due on the following month on the 20th. Let's review in more detail the application for the Colorado Department of Revenue. Remember, this special event license cannot be done online, and they need 4 to 6 weeks to process if done through the mail. The fee for a single event license is $8 per event. A multiple event license is $16 for a 2-year period and is prorated based on issue date, even in odd years, issued at the start of an even year and expires at the end of an odd year. Don't forget to sign the form and include the ID and payment. If you have a Colorado account number already, use this number. Even if you already have a Colorado sales tax license, you will need a special event license to sell at events such as Comic-Con. The form itself asks if you already have a Colorado account number. If you do, enter it on the form. In addition to the basic business information of name and address, you will need to know how your business is registered. Are you an individual doing business as a sole proprietor? Are you an LLC or an S Corp? You will also need to list the name of the event and the city, county, and zip of the location. If you do not know the NAICS code, you can list the specific products you sell. Lastly, you will need to list information for the owners or members of the business and the specifics on what type of license you are purchasing. The fees are listed on the instructional page. Don't forget to sign the form. We already reviewed how to file the City of Fort Collins form. Let's talk about filing the Colorado Department of Revenue. This is the form DR 0098. Good news! This form is available to file electronically at colorado.gov/revenue online, and then going to sales and use tax, then file a special event sales tax return. Colorado Department of Revenue has listed many events that are held in Colorado and their associated juris codes. However, at the time that I am making this presentation, I did not see the Comic-Con event listed. If you do not see the Fort Collins Comic-Con event listed, you can complete a blank form. Note, the forms are custom made for each special event, including appropriate state collected tax rates. Please make sure that you select the correct event. Online forms are not available for every special event. Therefore, you might have to resort to that blank form that I was talking about if it is still not listed when it's time to file. You will need to know that juris code to do this. The juris code for Larimer is 06 and Fort Collins is 0031. Therefore, the number you need to complete this form for location juris code is 06-0031. On this form, you will also need the address for the Comic-Con event. That address is as follows: Northside Azatlan Community Center, 112 East Willow Street, Fort Collins, Colorado, 80524. This form will walk you through reporting gross sales. That's everything you made, including sales to other licensed dealers or exemptions. A few lines later, you will be allowed to subtract or deduct these to get to taxable sales. The online electronic form is much easier to complete than the paper form and is the preferred method by the state. You will also be able to process your payment online as well. A service fee discount is given to vendors who timely file and pay their sales taxes. The special event sales tax return instruction page will also list websites for useful resources if you need additional help. Let's review. Two agencies that you will file with include Colorado Department of Revenue, which takes care of the state and Larimer County taxes. The other agency is the Home Rule City of Fort Collins. Colorado Department of Revenue has a form for the application and another for the return, while the City of Fort Collins has only one form. It includes an application at the top and the filing section at the bottom. Filings and payments for the Comic-Con event will be due September 20th, 2022. Thank you, and best wishes for a successful and fun-filled Comic-Con event.